folks, Black Templar here, and by gods, the game industry has been quite an uproar in these past couple of months, and with that in mind, it also brings up the question about what I touched a little bit on in my last video when I was talking about the Bungie deal, is that the state of the game industry, in other words, the balance of power. Now for this video, we're going to be covering 3 sets of balance of power: the third party, console, and the PC market, and why these sudden shift of buys and acquisitions may have upset the balance of power in certain areas. So why don't we dive in right away with the third party developers. In my personal view, the third-party developers took the biggest shift. As many will know, Activision is now under the Xbox umbrella and Bungie is under the PS umbrella as of this moment. There could be more on the way, we don't know, but this is what we know so far. Now, those are unaware, in the West and East, there are 3 big companies on each side, which I like to call the Big 3. Now, in the West, there was Activision, Ubisoft, and EA. But now that Activision, I suppose Ubisoft there, but Activision, now that it's gone now with Xbox, it is no longer a third-party developer. It's now could come to as a first-party developer for the Xbox stuff. But we don't know about that to a later date when E3, the next 2 E3s come around. Then we'll know the full state. But as far as the other 2 go, it's kind of shifted the balance of power a bit, which means there's no third one to fill the void. And as many of you know, nature will not accept a power vacuum. So we could see like Project CD-REN or them get more attention, being a higher development studio, because Activision is now pretty much with the Xbox, or it might not do a damn thing. We don't know yet, because like I said, with this deal we have no idea. And while in the East we have Square Enix, Capcom, and Namco Bandai are the top 3 in the East, and nothing's happened to them yet, which I don't see them happening anytime soon. But if anything happened in Japan, let's just say it could really shift the balance of power with certain companies such as like Nintendo and Sony, depending on what happens. And to be honest, it could happen any minute. I mean, the only other studio that's rumored that could be going under the PlayStation banner, rumor mills going around that Arc System might be the one that's going to be bought by Sony, which wouldn't surprise me because they've had a good relationship, but we won't know until further details come to surface. But for the meantime, it's kind of shown that in the development world, it has shifted the balance of power since these couple of acquisitions, and it also puts the other companies on notice to say that no one is safe from these game tech companies. But will this affect the console side of things with the 3 big console markets? Well, dive into that little discussion about their bit of balance of power, shall we? And I'll be honest, I don't see much of a change at the moment. Now, what I mean by this is we're not going to see the big changes this year. Now, let's get one thing out of the way. Call of Duty, Diablo 4, Destiny, and Overwatch 2 are still going to be on their respective platforms when they come out, because they are still contractually obligated to finish the job. Until that happens, they are still obligated. But however, after that, that's when we'll know. And this is why I'm saying about the E3s being important coming up, which I will cover in the next video. But will this shift the balance of power after these contract obligations have been fulfilled? And my answer is, we'll wait and see. It will in the PC side of things, which I will cover in that. But as far as console goes, probably not too much of a shift. It just means that the consoles, big techs, will have to work together. They'll have to, barter, agree or disagree. It really depends what they do. But when it comes to COD's future and all that, we don't know. I mean, Call of Duty could be, an Xbox exclusive title, or they might say, right, we'll have like lots of timed exclusive deals and all that. We'll get special deals, while you at Sony, you just get the base package and whatever DLC comes out, kind of deal, like what Destiny did for a bit. So it could go that way, or might not. But as far as Nintendo goes, though, in all this, because they haven't made any acquisitions, these acquisitions that Sony and Microsoft done might have Nintendo a little bit skittish, not in any danger whatsoever. I think Nintendo's got nothing to worry about, because they've got a lot of first-party games and first-party characters. But the question they should ask themselves is, will those characters keep them going? And my answer is probably yes, but also at the same time, they'll have to do a lot of like bartering with other companies. I mean, they've done it before with Smash Brothers, with Banjo-Kazooie and all them, but whether or not that relationship keeps hold or not, we'll have to wait and see. But as I said, the console market, not much of a shift, but that all depends in the next 2 E3s when we'll find out the truth. And now we go on to the big one, the PC, and I believe that has taken a big shift in many more ways than one. And what I mean by this, guys, is that Steam might no longer be the big PC provider for games anymore. With Epic, on the rise, the Epic Store and all that, and now Xbox having their own PC app division, it's a question of, can Steam hold on to some of the titles? Because I'm pretty sure all the old Activision games will stay on Steam, but the new ones are most likely going to be on the Xbox, PC division's launch site. So if that's the case, then if you want to play any of the new Activision games, you might have to get an Xbox account. Or they might not, they might let Steam have it, but they would have to pay through the nose to get it. It's hard to say where this goes, to be honest, with the PC market, but the thing is though, the reason I say it's the biggest shift is because with these acquisitions, and these games could be going on to, separate entities of platforms. Like, say the Epic Store, right? Goes to Sony PC and say, look, Sony, we want to have Destiny on our launch platform, not on Steam. And they might get it. Or if Steam can't pony up the money to get this game, it might go that way. And as far as Xbox goes, well, like I said, Call of Duty, they might just keep it on their Xbox app launcher, or they might say to Steam, alright, you can have it, but you won't get any of the good stuff because you're not, an Xbox Ultimate Pass person. So basically, it could go that way, and that's why I'm saying it could be a massive shift in the PC side. But like I said, the shifts could be instantaneous or future. It all depends really on what happens in the future. And that is all I gotta say about this. What do you think? Do you think the balance of power has shifted? Do you believe that there's going to be some, unique things happening in the future with all these acquisitions? What do you think? Anyhow, if you like the videos, you know the drill. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the dinner bell, and I'll see you on the next Let's Talk, where on the next video, we're going to be talking about how important the next two E3s will be. Catch you later.